So here is probably, I think this would be 28th tip for handling floods. Spreading awareness of the flood beforehand is something that I believe is vital, especially in areas that are prone to floods. Flooding is becoming more and more common in Australia in the last few years, and especially in the last few months in Queensland and New South Wales, especially. So, what a person could do, because there's lots of information and people might not have access to it timely, or there might be reasons while in the heat of the moment they might not get any clarity on the situation. So there needs to be like, the idea is using a booklet or a pamphlets that you might use for marketing, the kind that are used by restaurants, let's just say flyers that you distribute door to door, and you provide access to them to all the residents of that specific area. You give them those pamphlets, you distribute them to the citizens, the residents, and those pamphlets or booklets or flyers, whatever the case is, contain all the relevant hotline numbers, um, website details, books, places where they can. Um, if it's a booklet, you can probably include more stuff like emergency related scenario actions, first aid, and things like that, maybe a map even. But in the case of simply a pamphlet, you could definitely list on the relevant websites, departments that can be contacted, one number helpline, don't panic, common mistakes, a list of 7 bullet points that are important that a person needs to keep in mind to handle themselves in case of emergencies like floods. Uh, don't panic, contact certain people, stay away from water, things like that. You get the basic tips that a person should be aware of. And yeah, you get them people to be more aware, as well as a place from where, if let's suppose they have forgotten the telephonic codes that they would need, you could even integrate it with other proposed systems out there. Where is the nearest flood management center that has the necessary facilities, emergency care services, food and water, clean water and stuff like that that a person might need. But anyhow, a pamphlet that or brochure that contains all necessary emergency care, survivalistic, relevant information compiled in a compact manner that the residents can use and would easily remember, and would also have something to look up to if they have stored it in their drawer. Let's just suppose there is loss of internet connection, or if they can't go through, they have forgotten the number, they can look at that pamphlet and brochure and figure out the department that they need to contact.